So it happened. 100 subscribers. I'll be honest with you guys, I can't believe it. I remember the days back when I didn't even get past 7, and this is just, it's such, in YouTube standards, it's a small number, but to me it means everything in the world. Guys, I started my YouTube channel just because I wanted to make people laugh and make people smile, because that's really, in my opinion, the only thing I've ever been really good at is, you know, being an idiot. And you guys, you support my channel a lot. You guys keep thinking I'm going to be this big Mongo YouTuber with the rolling in the fat million stacks. I mean, that's the thing. I guess that can happen one day. I personally, every time I look at a video, I just see myself being an idiot on film. But wow, so I'm actually doing 2 things for my 100 sub special. Sort. This video you are watching right now is going to be the story of how I got my nickname LanPov, so I'm going to call this the story of LanPov the Awesome, and something like that. And the second thing was, I was going to do just one video of this game, but being the friendships I am, let me go ahead and narrate what happened. So I was talking with my best friends, you know, the ones that I say are exactly family to me, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna play through the whole game and cram it all into one episode. And they were like, and I quote, no. So now, I have to do a whole playthrough of motherfucking Sneak King. You know what that is? That's that game Burger King made back in 2006 about sneaking around and giving people food. I have to do a whole playthrough of that. Oh my gosh. But, you know, I let the satisfaction of a hundo still shine upon me. So, I guess I should get this started. And my friends told me that I have to be thorough with the story of how I got a nickname with every detail involving the bullying, how it happened, the bullying, until I finally accepted it as my nickname. So, hello everybody, you guys know me as LanPov, and you guys see me as this. My actual name is not LanPov, believe it or not. My actual name is Ian, but it all started back... Alright guys, this is a little fact about me. I was born with something called a cleft lip and palate, which is a quote-unquote deformity. It means that some of the bones in my mouth and stuff were a bit out of whack. Not like, it's like a deformity where the sun don't shine. My nose is a bit weirder than others. When I say weirder, I mean, you know how people's noses poke all the way out? Mine doesn't do that. Mine's like, it looks like someone took the bone of my nose and just pushed it on in, so now it's just like it looks like a button. That's what my nose looks like. So that's the reason why you guys heard me in the past say this summer I'm going to be out of commission for a while. I am getting surgery this summer to fix my nose and my mouth. I've had to get surgeries all my life for this stuff, and this should be the last one, so I'm excited about that. I hate hospitals because of all this, but, you know, hey, exciting. But basically, I was born with a small hole in my mouth, like it reaches into my nose, and no, I cannot smell my own breath, and no, I cannot drain boogers out of that hole, so don't even think about that, and no, I can't do cool tricks with it. But yeah, I got made fun of a lot growing up for how I look. People call me this one name that I'm not going to mention what it was, but that's beside the point. So I've had to get surgeries all my life for this stuff, so... And my worst surgery, like the one that involved the most work done and the most healing, was one I got back in, I believe it was mid-7th grade. I don't exactly, basically what they did with that surgery was they basically broke my jaw and moved it. Like, that's what they did. And they also removed my wisdom teeth when they did it, so I mean, I guess the surgery has an upside, I don't have to get my wisdom teeth out. But anyway, so that was the worst surgery I got back in 7th grade. I had Metal Gear in my mouth, head to toe, like, they took, you guys know like those twist ties on the back, when you get a new toy, they have those plastic twist ties that you have to undone and like yank out hard. Okay, picture that, but with like steel plating, but in between my teeth, like a thick layer of steel plating, and those little plastic twist ties are hooked into my gums, and that's how the stuff is held in my mouth. So that happened. Okay, I'm rambling. On to the story. So because of that, I was like out of school for like a month or so, and since it was mouth surgery, I couldn't really eat. For about another month, I had to eat nothing but soft foods. I had to live off of like Jell-O, pudding. Really, the only meats I could eat is chili, and you know, it got old. It got really old, and I hate it. So when I got back to school, I still had to keep that gear in, and I still had to eat metal, and not eat metal, but I still had to eat really soft foods for a long time. So I had to, like, live off of peanut butter and jelly and pudding at school. So with that, I had to, of course, bring my lunch, because, you know, I can't count on the school having stuff that requires my needs, but, you know, that's not their job. So my mom gave me my mom dug out an old lunchbox of ours that we had in the pantry, and she wrote my name on it, and my name is Ian, so my name is spelled I-A-N. And the way she wrote the I is the same way a computer writes the I. You know how some people write their I, like, with the 2 marks on the bottom, like a sideways H? Well, that's how I write it. The way my mom wrote it was how a computer would if you, like, hit the caps lock and typed I. You know, it was just a straight line. So it looked like a lowercase L. So at school one day, my friends noticed my name was on the lunchbox, and they said, Lan? Who the hell is Lan? This is where the bullying comes in. I'm just like, it says Ian, my mom just wrote the I that way, guys, calm down. So, you know, it just looked like Lan, and they just called me Lan for, I think it was about 2 weeks. I will tell you this, I was a stubborn idiot kid, and for some reason, I denied my cool nickname. I just thought, I don't know why I did, I don't know why. What you guys will find out if you're not at the age I am. You guys will find out that you just, overall in life, you just do really dumb stuff that you should just go with it sometimes. So they called me Lan, and I did not like it. I saw it as an annoyance. I would just be like, shut up, my name's Ian. And they, you know, they just went on with it, they would like freaking hold up my lunchbox to me and go, where's Ian? All I see here is a Lan! And that type of stuff, you know, like friendship bullying. Like, if you guys have best friends who are like family, then you guys know what I'm talking about. So then one day, we were all at the courtyard, so our buddy Zay, he ripped a piece of paper out of like the tiny corner piece, like, you know, just like the tiniest piece off the paper, and whatever word he ripped it out of the middle of, it had the words POV. So then he just held on to that, and he was like, guys, look, I ripped out a POV. So on and so forth, yada yada yada. The conversation went on through the day, and then about 20 minutes in the courtyard, of course, they were bullying the Lan, they were pounding the Lan into me. Then I said something, then our buddy Zay steps up holding the paper and goes, shut up, you POV, you LanPov. And I kid you not, the look on my friends' faces that day, it looked like we had all just won the lottery or the gold Olympics. Because something in their minds just triggered, yes, That was the looks on the faces. Like, if you could take the word yes out of funniness and with an exclamation point and make it into a face, that's what it would be. So they were like, yes, LanPov, you are now and forever LanPov. And, you know, I was just like, shut the fuck up, my name is Ian. You know, that went on, they called me that for years. Like, to them, they knew that I wasn't gonna be called, I was destined to be called this. I had no say in it, regardless of whether I wanted to be it or not. And back then, I was being a dumb kid. Now, I did not accept LanPov as my nickname for a long time. I mean, a long time. So, it was back in 7th grade when it was invented. So, fast forward a couple years to the first year of high school. Now, I went into high school, everyone goes through, whether you go through this in high school or not, you go through a phase of what I call the transition phase. Which is where, like, a event in your life or something that, you know, where you stop being, like, a juvenile, like, kid, like, even though I'm a man-child and I like to watch cartoons and crap, everyone I know is like that. So we went through that, I went through the transition phase in my life, and, you know, I went through the transition phase of not being, like, a little brat anymore, and, you know, where I finally grew up. And what triggered this event was, in my first year of high school, and my second year, this all went all through my second year. So growing up, I never liked school, I hated it. I like school now because I've matured and I see the light in it, and because I get to see my friends every day. But through that was when I finally had accepted. You know, I just accepted stuff, I accepted life, I was happy, I saw the good things and stuff, and I accepted LanPov as my nickname. Because, my friends throughout that whole crap, once LanPov was first said, they would not let up. So LanPov was my nickname, that's who I was. I figured out that I was a LanPov. That's what I am in life. I'm like the rarest mythical creature alive. There's only one of me. And my self-defense mechanism is, if anyone scares me, I blow up in radiation. I am a walking atomic bomb. So that was the story of how I got my nickname. The more so how it came to be was in the first part, but me coming to terms and finally accepting it as my nickname was the last part, because I always saw it as just like an irritation and just my friends messing with me and being stupid. But after that, I realized that that's the most badass name in the world, and it's mine, and if anyone else takes it, I'm going to cut off their feet. Have a nice day. I love you. Bye.
Never go back on my word! That's my ninja way!
Game over!
Yeah!